It's the Rundown, November 23rd. We got Uptown Balls down right here. Tommy Smokes, Glenny Balls, and it's brought to you by Sport Clips. You got a cowlick, a patchy beard, finally wanting to grow out that mullet, or maybe you just need a style that works every day. Whatever you need, go to Sport Clips Haircuts. This isn't your grandma's hair place. Tommy Smokes, you see that beard?
I mean, yeah, they could. It looks so good already, it's hard to make it look better, but I bet Sport Clips could.
Sport Clips could absolutely do that. This ain't your grandma's hair place, Balls. Sport Clips stylists are experts in men's hair. Cutting men's hair can be harder than women's hair, and Sport Clips stylists are specifically trained to cut men's hair. They know the tips and tricks for making sure guys get the best cut to suit their facial shapes, hair texture, and lifestyle. Look at this. Balls is going to Sport Clips.
Yep.
Remember, you can go to your grandma's for the holidays, but not where she cuts her hair. Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair. Ain't that right, Balls?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You know what's not good, Balls? Sport Clips is good. The giant
Can we
steak.
quiet down over there?
Get him.
Hey, we're doing a rundown here. Respect it.
Don't let the balls loose on you.
Crazy.
Wasn't that
People
funny?
just,
Respect the content.
Giants, they stink.
they stink.
I don't care, whatever. I've known they've stunk for a while.
What do you mean you don't care? Whatever.
I've known they've stunk for a while.
Balls.
I'm
If
saying
they were good right now, you'd be all Daniel Jones, Joe Judge,
Daniel Jones is good.
Jason
Daniel
Garrett.
Jones. They're all so bad.
The whole team sucks. Yeah, I mean, we suck.
Just top to bottom, just a loser organization.
How does Joe Judge sleep at night knowing that he hired Jason Garrett to run his offense?
How does Dave Gettleman sleep at night knowing he still has a job? How does John Mara sleep at night knowing what's become of his pathetic franchise? How does anyone in that organization
There was a
sleep at
play
night?
Dan Orlovsky broke down where Daniel Jones steps back, 3 or 5 step drop. Billy, if you want to chime in on this, little football talk. 3-man rush, pocket collapses right away because why wouldn't it? And he has 4 options to go to a receiver, and all 4 of them just run to the center of the field.
Yeah, it was a
clusterfuck.
It was a baldy breakdown where the Bucs were in a zone, and the Giants' 3 receivers all ran right into the middle of that zone. Like that was. So that's where it's tough. Like Daniel Jones, like there is literally nobody open for him.
I mean, after all things considered, after this season, it will be 10 years since our last Super Bowl. We are the worst franchise in football by far in the last 10 years.
I agree.
No doubt about it.
One
Not
playoff
even
appearance.
One playoff appearance and an L up with the boat picture. And all things considered, the New York Giants should not be having one playoff appearance in 10 years.
They have
New York
the worst
Giants are the New York Giants.
record in the NFL over the past 5 years.
Yeah, they are a straight up embarrassment.
You
They're
had Eli
disgusting.
Manning, though. Greatest 500 quarterback in NFL
Well,
history.
2-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
Maybe
what was
even
his
a
final
better
record? What was his final
broadcaster.
record? What was his final record?
I just know the
Who
2
cares
Super
about his final
Bowls.
I think it was 500.
2 Super
cares
Bowl
about his final
MVPs.
We're
And
We're
we
not
didn't
getting into
we didn't
Eli.
run him out of town like Philadelphia did with their Super Bowl
Oh,
MVP.
you better relax there, young buck.
The
Don't
whole
worry about
point-
you're about to run Daniel Jones out of town. Who doesn't
I mean,
deserve
yeah,
it?
he hasn't done shit.
I mean, he hasn't done shit. He's the only bright spot of the Giants this year.
Call him a bright spot. Kadarius Toney is a bright spot. Daniel Jones isn't the problem, but it just like yesterday, I was just dreading all day watching the Giants.
Do you
Like
know-
that's when you know your team is bad. It's like they're playing the Super Bowl champs, Tom Brady, Monday Night Football. We should be like, oh, I can't wait to watch this game. All day I was like, I wish the fucking Giants weren't on tonight.
I'm not saying they're going to win, but they're going to give the Eagles a game.
I think they actually beat the Eagles on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm kind of a
You know who absolutely
Eagles are in a
sucks?
big down
Who I'm
spot.
done with to no end. First down, he just stands there, does a little dance. And then
Devontae Booker has looked good. Wayne Gallman looked good last year. Like Saquon's the only guy that he has 180-yard rush a game, and that's it.
we will forever
Or every
regret
10
drafting
games.
a running back second overall when you're a bad team. Never do
No,
that.
as you
Never
should.
do that.
Who could you have had?
Quentin
Quentin Nelson?
Nelson.
He would have never been the second overall. I obviously, if you could redraft, of course, but I don't think they would have ever drafted Quentin Nelson.
I mean, you know the Eagles should have drafted.
Who?
DK Metcalf.
Justin Jefferson and
Yes.
and DK Metcalf.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
Yes.
that is the Eagles. DK Metcalf was drafted in the 3rd round.
Second round.
Second. No, but did you have one that was like 3rd round, 74th pick that you complain about
No, it was the
nonstop?
second round.
Second. So everyone in the league passed on him.
Pretty much. But the Justin Jefferson, that was the most egregious thing these eyes have ever seen. And your eyes.
Are
And
you
anyone's
in
eyes.
on Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, no, he's the franchise QB. He's earned it. He's earned it so far. Now, granted, Nick Sirianni's done a fantastic job basically catering to his strengths, which is running the ball, RPOs, and avoiding and minimizing his weaknesses, which is essentially throwing the ball. And he's only passing, 20 times a game. in which the
I can't
Eagles...
keep track of your opinions. I thought you hated Nick Sirianni.
I was going to say, are we back in on
Dude.
Sirianni?
Yeah, because he took his entire offensive philosophy that he had this first 6 games and all of his life, which he was hired to do for these Philadelphia Eagles, being a fast pass first D3 Mount Union ball washer as a wide receiver, and instead threw that out the window. They're a run first ball bashing ball club now.
Because the last thing I remember about Sirianni, you were having like a mental breakdown because you
Yeah.
were Flyers had in a press conference or some shit.
Well, I mean, you can't get blown out passing the ball 45 times a game with Jalen Hurts and showing absolute dick on the field, and then just come out in an Iverson jersey at the press conference, talk about his crossover and everything's happy go spanky.
I'm fine
Well
with
said.
pandering. I'm fine with pandering, yeah.
If you win, not if you lose.
I always think that maybe this is just because I'm selfish, but if I was an athlete in a city with a bunch of teams, I would root against the other teams in that city because I want to be on the team that delivers the championship. Like you don't want to be the one team in the city that doesn't. Like if you're Minnesota, say right, they've gone 25 years or something, 30 years without winning a championship. Don't you want to be part of that team that
But
delivers a glory
Tommy,
to your
it's a
city?
city of brotherly love. They're all connected.
Yeah.
It's all about sharing a
Oh,
whole
shut up.
Yeah, like I
opportunities
did
and
used to think it
building-
was so cool in like high school when like Matt Harvey would go to a Ranger game or Justin Tuck would go to a
Yeah.
Ranger game. I thought that was like the coolest thing.
You're
in the
just
world.
a
think that-
cynical little
I mean, I
shit.
think it's cool to whatever go to the games, but I'm just saying I want to be on the team that brings something to my city.
Well, then that's on you.
Well,
Be
depends what
somebody.
my position is. Yeah.
Drive on the highway one time. The New Orleans quarterback Taysom Hill.
Unnecessary.
Taysom Hill. He signed a unique 4-year hybrid type of contract extension that could be worth anywhere between $40 and $95 million, depending on the position he plays, and that includes $22.5 million guaranteed. Sources tell ESPN.
This
Really?
was a weird one because everyone on Twitter was like Mandela effect.
I-
Didn't he get?
Tommy
I
was leading the
almost-
charge.
I
I didn't
literally
respond to your
almost lost my
tweet,
mind
but I was
last
like,
night.
I 100% agreed with the tweet.
I saw that and I was like, this happened already. I was like, Taysom Hill already got a big deal. I remember reacting to this, everybody being like, how did Taysom Hill get that money? And then I was Googling Taysom Hill contract and every result was just from today. And I literally was about to like jump. I was like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? I'm insane.
Rip a suit.
Yeah, I was going to rip a suey because I was like, I've lost my mind. And then I tweeted out and I was like, if this gets 0 likes, I'm really like, I'm insane. But people did agree with me. And then it turns out that he did in March. He had like a 4-year, $140 million deal, but it was basically just a salary cap maneuver that was like
Okay.
$15 million. But I'm not crazy. This is the second massive deal Taysom Hill has
Well,
got.
it's kind of insane, first of all, having such an incentive-based range, $40 million to $95 million, depending on where he plays.
yeah, if I'm him,
But $22.5 million guaranteed for someone who essentially plays once every
He sucks.
2 series?
I'm the number one Taysom Hill hater. I think the pendulum of public opinion has swung to my side. I consider myself the first person to be a Taysom Hill hater. Like, this was 3 years ago. If you put almost any athletic person in the NFL in that position where you just force feed him the ball however many times a game, they'd put up similar numbers.
The
that
contract's
take.
incentivized, so depending on what position he plays, it can be anything from $95 million to $140 million. So if he just
insane.
takes a bunch of snaps and H back, it's going to be much less than if he takes a bunch of snaps
At
at quarterback.
quarterback.
is he
Well,
healthy?
obviously,
Is he healthy
yeah.
right now?
He was coming
was
off a
hurt a
concussion.
couple
He sat
weeks,
out the
yeah.
last 2 games, but he's been active, but he hasn't played.
Is he going to play this week?
I
If you
mean,
can't
he's getting
start
paid
over,
this amount, he
if you
should.
can't start over Trevor Siemian, you should
I
not be
was going
getting
to say he should be
$100
playing
million.
quarterback right now.
I
But he stinks.
I don't get how he started last year over Jameis Winston, but isn't starting this year over Trevor Siemian. Something
I
stinks.
think maybe because they saw how bad he was as a starting quarterback.
I'd rather him than
last year.
Simeon.
Hey, but they paid him. They paid him. So good for him.
It's money laundering, or that's what people on Twitter are like. It's got to be money
Or
laundering.
maybe
the
him and
Saints are doing
Peyton have
something.
a little something going on.
He has to have blackmail. It's mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling. Sorry.
Boggling. Is it boggling or I get confused with what's real and what's
Correct
fake now.
one is boggling.
It's bottling. It's the
No.
Barstool one.
Yeah.
Like fade into Bolivian, Mike Tyson,
Yes.
or fade into Bolivian.
Or what's the other? There's another one.
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, that's a big one. You know about that, Billy? Might as
No.
well. Yeah. Trust the Midas touch.
What is that?
Exactly. Adele walked out in the middle of an interview because the reporter admitted he hadn't listened to her new album. I kind of respect it, even though I'm off the Adele train. As long as she is fucking Rich Paul, she is banished from my household. That was a huge point of contention last Sunday when the wife wanted to watch the Oprah interview. Nope, can't do it. not when Adele is ruining Ben Simmons in Philadelphia.
Wait, what? What's that connection?
She's dating Rich Paul.
You
And
see
Rich
her
Paul
agent?
is Ben
His
Simmons'
agent?
Paul's
agent?
Ben Simmons' agent.
Gotcha.
Can't happen. Adele's out.
Yeah, I think they both look bad here. Like the reporter flew 20 hours from Sydney to London. He couldn't listen to a few songs on the flight, but like, also I don't know, Adele. He's giving you publicity for the interview. Just fucking do the interview.
Yeah, that disappointed me. You know those 73 questions videos on Vogue's YouTube? You ever watch those?
No.
Oh, they're great.
73
questions.
That's a
They
lot
just
of
walk you around your
questions.
house and they ask you 73 questions. I watched Adele's a few weeks ago and she seemed wonderful. She seemed like a nice, wonderful, down-to-earth lady. And no down-to-earth lady would kick a guy off for not listening to her music. So that kind of disappointed me.
Yeah, maybe that was his angle, just going in kind of blind.
That
Just
disappointed
trying
me.
to get her, not like her music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It seems like she's
But
going.
it is wild.
It seems like she's going a
Like
little.
20
Seems like she's going a little too hard on this album with like this on top of. I saw she made Spotify take off the feature to shuffle the album because it needs to be
Ugh.
listened in order.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
What are we doing? It's
Well,
music.
She's by proxy going hard in the city of Philadelphia. so fuck
That
her.
seriously will make me hate Adele for the
Yeah,
rest of my
like,
life.
come
That is pathetic.
Make a banger and just forget about it.
Kyle Kuzma.
Not enough singers just make bangers.
So
They're like,
Take
oh,
the-
I gotta make a story of it now. Just make a banger.
let me just redo Semi Tour Life.
Well, Taylor Swift does both.
Whatever.
You're so angry. Like just like
Angry, you're angry.
You're the
not
angriest
banned
person
Adele
in the
from your
world.
oh, shut up, Ball.
No. These hamster testicles are so not worthy of anything. Hamsters could not even survive in the freaking wild. They have to be bred in cages and tubes, and you're gonna let them survive and prosper in this?
How am I angry?
How are you angry?
What am I angry about? What do I have to be angry about?
Everything.
Ben Simmons.
Well, Ben Simmons, yes, and Adele, yes. Nick Sirianni when he's not running the ball, yes.
Phillies.
Bryce just won
Flyers.
MVP. They're going to be back. Flyers are okay. Kevin Hazy's out again, which is bad, but like, I don't know. Carter Hart's
You're
playing
an
well.
angry-
I'm
I'd
not
say-
an angry guy. I'm a very, very even-keeled, normal person.
All right,
I disagree.
that's cool.
You guys are assholes. Kyle Kuzma waltzed into the game yesterday in what I would describe as Lenny Kravitz's scarf, just in sweater form. Did you see it, Balls?
I did. I really don't know why he did that, but I mean, all power to him, I guess. If
I
I was
don't-
a
I
player,
don't-
I'd rather just walk in
Well,
t-shirts
that's
and
the
shorts.
thing. Is Kyle
but-
Kuzma good enough to pull something like that?
No.
Exactly.
And he's having a good year.
The funniest.
But I feel like Kyle Kuzma's sorry, brother.
No, the funniest part was when he got to the door, he had to pull up his sleeves in order to hit the handle. It was just like, what the fuck?
But I also feel like Kyle Kuzma's like kind of bigger than his play.
Yeah, if you
He's
date
more
Kendall
famous,
Jenner,
yeah.
you're able to wear that. That I actually redo my take. If you've dated Kendall Jenner, you can wear whatever you want.
I just don't really see the point. I don't see the allure of wearing that. What is the allure of wearing that?
No,
Attention.
it's got to be so inconvenient.
Yeah, it doesn't seem convenient whatsoever. I don't really see the point.
Imagine just trying to use your phone through that.
No.
Impossible. What?
It's a fair point.
Not to mention, it was like a $1,700 sweater.
Fashion is so stupid.
Donate it to the kids.
Yes, Balls. Yes, think of the children. Matthew McConaughey is dominating polls against candidates actually running for governor. I believe Greg Abbott, the incumbent, and Beto O'Rourke running as the Democrat. Now, is McConaughey like actually thinking about running,
I don't think
or
so.
is
I
this
don't
just
know.
conjecture?
I
Oh,
think
It,
it's-
it-
I
it
think
was
it's
a
mainly
hypothetical poll,
conjecture.
so it was hypothetical.
okay.
But fuck it, I'd vote for McConaughey. I mean, Donald Trump was the president.
I think
I'd vote for McConaughey.
if you were born in Texas, you're like legally obligated to vote for Matthew McConaughey in anything.
Yeah, agreed. I think that maybe that will just be the new way states get governors. It's like the most famous, well-liked person
Bruce
from
could have
that
ran
state.
for governor in Jersey the last 40 years and probably won.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm not
he
sure
said.
about Billy
Schwarzenegger was
Joel.
California.
Well,
What-
Billy
Arnold
Joel could
Schwarzenegger
run Long
was-
Island, but not New York. Howard Stern ran for governor in New York and couldn't get the votes.
Anyone
Arnold
gives a fuck
Schwarzenegger
about
was
Howard
the governor.
Stern?
of
You think anyone gives a
California,
fuck about Billy Joel?
You're lucky Long Island isn't a state, I'll tell you that much.
Who would run for president right now and just be elected like that? Because
The Rock.
the answer is The Rock. And
I don't know. People say that all the time. It's almost
You know,
like,
honestly, I'm gonna throw one in the ring. Adam Sandler.
ooh, I think Adam Sandler better shot than The Rock.
I don't know about that. The Rock would just be so affable and everybody would love him. Sandler would do stuff that would just piss people off. Here and
Would
there
he?
as well? Yeah.
But it'd be kind of funny.
It'd be hilarious. But Sandler, while lovable and I love him, I don't think he's that ubiquitous.
I'm a little bit tired of The Rock being like just the answer to all of those questions. Like, who would you send to meet aliens? The Rock. Who would run for president? The Rock. Like,
Have
Yeah,
him
but
stop-
he's perfection. He's funny. He's charismatic.
I know, he's great,
And not to
but-
mention, he's a fucking giant.
yeah, no, I
Quite literally,
understand
if I'm
why-
sending one person to meet the alien race,
I understand
not
why
what The Rock
he's
did,
the
though?
He's the
answer. I
same
just think we
exact
got
actor in every movie and crushes it. It brings in $1 billion per movie. He's the same person. He's just The Rock in every single thing. Why wouldn't you just
if
have him
we
play the
presented the
president?
Rock to aliens, and that was what the aliens thought we were, I wouldn't invade our
That's
planet.
true. That's a fair point.
It's like, holy shit, that's a part of the Rocks.
Imagine.
Or would they be like, oh, this is such a likable guy. Like, these are so many likable people. Let's go there and take him over. Like, you got to send them someone that, like someone bad that they don't want to bother with us.
The Rock.
How does
No.
that make sense?
All right,
Send out
let
the
me
most
land this
likable
point.
person, you're
The
gonna
Rock,
take
if you
him
send The
over?
Rock, they're gonna be like, this place is great. Like, this place must have so many resources and stuff. If they can produce somebody like The Rock, let's go fucking dominate them and take everything. If we send them a horrible example of a person, they'd be like, oh, this place must suck.
If you send
Next
the
planet.
if you send the Rock and the aliens wanted to test the Rock, they ain't getting past the Rock.
Think about the Rock
Right.
and Putin meeting, doing some like world leader shit.
The Rock
Like,
and who?
The Rock and Putin.
Rock, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. Damn.
Don't hate that.
It is funny to think about celebrities running for governor, though. I'm trying to think of like random ones that would easily win.
I mean, Schwarzenegger is probably
Yeah.
the most random
I
one you could
feel
possibly
like we
think
don't
of.
talk enough about
This
how
is
he just
normal.
actually was the governor.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
I mean, it's like the Bill Burr bit where, Arnold Schwarzenegger just defied every single obstacle that ever came from him. Like, he moved here without speaking the language. He said he's going to become famous being a bodybuilder, which, like, nobody became famous for. Then he's going to be an A-list actor when nobody can understand what he's saying. Then he's going to marry a Kennedy. Like,
Yeah,
of course he thought he can just sleep with the maid and get away with it.
he's
Bill
perfection.
Burr. Is that at the top, Nick? Boom. Black Rifle Coffee Company is a veteran-owned coffee company serving premium coffee to people who love America, like balls. Veteran CEO and founder Evan Hafer spent over 7 years on the ground overseas with U.S. Special Forces as a CIA contractor. Evan even modified his gun tracks during the invasion of Iraq to grind coffee anywhere. BRCC is continually committed to supporting veteran law enforcement and first responder causes. In 2020, Black Rifle Coffee donated more than 6 million cups of coffee to deployed soldiers, law enforcement, and medical workers through their signature Buy a Bag, Give a Bag initiatives. We import our high-quality coffee beans from all over the world and roast 5 days a week at our facilities in Manchester, Tennessee, and Salt Lake City, Utah. The team at Black Rifle Coffee is continually researching and experimenting with new roasting methods and coffee origins. When I say we, I mean Black Rifle Coffee, of course, but it encompasses all of us because that's the way Black Rifle Coffee is. It's just
I
very
think
welcoming.
that was clear.
Yes, very welcoming place. The best way to enjoy Black Rifle Coffee is by enjoying the coffee club. You pick your perfect roast, how much, and when you want delivered to your door, and we take care of the rest. It's free to sign up, and you get free shipping, discounts on partner brands, and early access to new products and club exclusive products. Go to blackriflecoffee.com/rundown and use code rundown today and get the freshest coffee in America shipped to you. blackriflecoffee.com/rundown. Get on it. Use the code. Looking at you, Dad, who just buys
You know,
anything.
Clenny said yesterday he's never sipped coffee in his life. We should start you with Black Rifle.
I agree.
I've sipped coffee. I'm just not I just don't like coffee. But if I ever had to have coffee, it would be Black Rifle Coffee easily.
Oh, I thought you've never had it at all.
Yeah.
I think I've like sipped it once or twice. It's just one of those things where I don't know.
He's going to be a coffee guy overnight. Like one of these days, Balls, you have a bad day, night binge
Gonna be
session.
like fucking
and then
Phil
just
and
But
Continue
it's just,
screaming.
it is
Doesn't
just
go
the
back.
best. Waking up in the morning, just having a coffee is
having a black Rifle coffee.
Black Rifle coffee
Yes.
specific. All jokes aside, they actually have great coffee.
A die-hard, no pun intended, Nebraska fan's dying wish is that we all make our biggest bets of our lives on Nebraska to beat Iowa on Friday night. Now, Tom, you sent this in. It was actually
Yeah,
a
it was in his obituary.
In his obituary.
I'll pull it
Okay.
up to get exactly what it was.
Get him, Billy. Get him.
They quiet
It's
down.
Kate over there causing a ruckus.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yell at Kate. Yell at Kate.
Guys, seriously. Sorry.
Nice, Billy.
Get him, Bill.
It's amazing
now
what
the
just
second
little
time.
authority we have over this office. If like Dave just like screamed "yo," everybody shits their pants
Yeah.
instantly.
It's no respect. Second time we've had to tell that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Tommy, the guy grew out the beard more.
I guess
Look
so.
more
Maybe
like a
people
third
would
world
respect
dictator.
me. Let me pull up the exact.
Yeah, I mean,
thing that we
obviously this
have.
is awesome because it's cool. Like, fuck, if I died, don't fucking get me flowers. Who gives a fuck about flowers? Bet the Rangers if they win. Sure, if they lose, whatever.
Yeah, it says
Whatever.
in lieu of flowers, please place an irresponsibly large wager on Nebraska beating Iowa. Now, obviously, we only bet responsibly here at the
Responsibly.
Barstool
Yeah.
Sports book, but he wants people to bet Nebraska. How can he not take
You know what,
Nebraska?
frankly, if I happen to die during football season, I want this on record. I don't want a funeral. I want a celebration of life. Rent out a hall somewhere. Everybody, I trust my friends. They know me enough to pick a good over. Everybody bet an over, have fun, drink, and whatever
that would
happens.
be lovely.
I want that on record,
No formal
seriously.
attire, just straight beach ball.
No
wear.
formal attire, Hawaiian shirts, couple drinks, maybe a high noon.
Glenny, that sounds so much fun that a little part of me wants you to die.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
How about
I'm so serious. When I die, this is legal binding contract. I want that. I don't want a funeral.
Why
Don't
don't we
waste
just
money
throw
on
a
a
fake
funeral.
funeral for you then?
I would do a fake funeral. Don't waste money on a funeral. Just do that.
I want people to. I don't want that because I want the focus on me. I want like 20 people
Well,
to speak.
for the record, I still want the focus on me.
Right, but then people are going to start. They're going to be paying more attention.
But I want it
the
to be like a
game.
celebration of life, kind of.
I don't want a celebration.
I want it to be a party.
I want a sad. I want it to be so sad that people can't control.
I want there to be
themselves.
alcohol. I want like beer pong being played like next to my casket.
Oh, I don't want any of that. I just want people.
I would
crying
you know what
all
I'd
the
love?
time.
You know what I absolutely love? This is gonna sound like I would love if like girls would like print out like nudes of themselves and like put it in my casket.
But then you can't even enjoy it.
But still,
That's why we do a fake
like if we got
funeral.
like Make-A-Wish kids get like videos from people. Like, I want like a Corinna nude, like custom Corinna nude, like printed out in my casket.
Jesus. My father, who the Eagles actually will be the cause of death on the death certificate one day, requests for his obituary to say for pallbearers, it's going to be members of the Philadelphia Eagles, so he can have the Eagles let him down one more time, which would be funny if that joke hasn't been used in like a million obituaries so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, by like any just corny sports radio caller past 40 years. So there you go, Pops. That's the rundown. After show, this is the last rundown before Thanksgiving. Ben Mintz is pointing off screen. What's up, Ben?
How are we doing, boys? Happy Thanksgiving week.
What's
Oh,
up,
what's
man?
up?
What's up?
Just get ready. We've got a big Thanksgiving night thing for those.
Oh, that's right. Egg
the
Bowl.
Egg Bowl.
Come on,
Yeah,
come
and
on.
so wanted to make sure I got it and mentioned.
Is Brandon Walker going to show up?
I believe the rumor is he is. Dave Portnoy will not be there, so Brandon will probably be on the stream.
Okay.
With that current news, but Casey Smith has agreed to make an appearance. So all the Southerners that are strangers in strange land up here in the Northeast doing a little Thanksgiving stream, Egg Bowl. Gonna be a lot of fun. Bill Saints that night too.
It's going to be
Yeah,
kind
Ovis
of
Club.
equivalent to the first Thanksgiving.
Something like that. But it's going to be a hell of a matchup. Mississippi State's a 1-point favorite. Brandon and I have the same bet with the Aggies last year. They're coming in red hot. Will Rogers has been on fire, their quarterback. Ole Miss is 9-2. Ole Miss hadn't had an undefeated home season since '92. I mean, you got to enjoy the good times, boys. So this is a huge Egg Bowl. Please join us if y'all have any Thanksgiving night Barstool Sports live stream. And if Ole Miss wins, I'm promising a Black Friday shirt. It's going to be good.
What's your thoughts on stuffing, Ben Mintz?
Stuffing? Well, I mean, what do you think my thoughts are? Yes, I enjoy it.
Okay.
I'm a cranberry sauce guy. I like the whole combo: the turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, and I'm a Southerner. A little gravy, make it a little wet. Sometimes stuffing can be a little dry. Sometimes it can be a little thick.
Yeah, I like all Thanksgiving food. I think there's too many Thanksgiving hot takes out there. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, turkey's not that good.
Coley's
Stuffing's
throwing
not
them out
that.
on Twitter right now.
It's
I don't
all
understand.
good. I love Thanksgiving.
You know what
I
I'm
like
most
it all.
excited for? I can't wait tomorrow night, Thursday night. The leftover sandwich, obviously.
Oh, Thursday nights. Yeah, I do it Friday afternoon.
Ooh.
I think it's even better than the meal.
When you're not stuffed, then you
is better
appreciate
than
I
the
do
meal.
the
You
turkey
think Balls isn't going to have a
stuffing.
post-Thanksgiving meal?
Maybe have a few drinks,
Little
watch the Egg
s-
Bowl.
There you go.
You do Swiss cheese,
Oh,
mayonnaise,
Cheer,
white
cheer for
bread.
the Rebs.
Not
hopefully.
only the Egg Bowl, but also Overs Club Thursday night. Saints Bills. Hop on that. Barstool Sports.
$250.
Opt in. To the Overs Club! To the Overs Club! To the Overs Club! To the Overs Club! But yeah, so we got a jam-packed Thanksgiving night, so we'll definitely have a few drinks. Then once the football games are over, head up to the fridge and put my chef hat on and get after it, you know?
Last thing I got to mention, I'm chilling at home last night. It's like 10:30 p.m. and I get a FaceTime from a random number, and I was like, screw it, I'll pick it up because of my dozen mishaps in the past. I take FaceTimes out.
Yeah, you should.
Chad freaking Kelly, Swag Kelly, Ole Miss Ledge on the FaceTime, fired up about the Egg Bowl. His brother starts to tight end.
FaceTiming you?
Yeah, just FaceTimes me, and I didn't have his number. I was going nuts.
How
I
did he get it?
fanboyed out.
How'd he get your number?
He DM'd me on Twitter, I guess, months ago about Barstool stuff, and I don't know. But either way, I mean, the Rebs got to win if Chad Kelly's hit me up. His brother started tight end. He's sending us some gear from his
I
brother.
love the fact that your phone is consistently the bat phone now because of your dozen mishaps.
Dude, my dozen mishaps. I owe you. I appreciate y'all forgiving me and still being friends with me. This Uptown Balls Crews. I owe you a Thanksgiving. I got to do something nice for y'all because I still feel bad about that.
Appreciate that, Ben.
Thank you, babe.
And check out Dozen tonight. It's a battle for the crown tonight. Honkers versus Team Minahan. Quiggs subbing in for Minahan, so definitely a little different look there. But the Honkers, we're going for the crown
Quiggs
back. We're the
was a
defending champs.
NASA
I'm
intern.
excited to see Quiggs on the dozen.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna watch live tonight. Quiggs is such a weird brand. Like he's either gonna be amazing or terrible,
nothing. Yeah.
and I can't tell what'll be funnier.
So tune in. Honkers want the crown back.
Quiggs,
Big one tonight.
good guy though. Best Thanksgiving side, go, Booms.
Candy yams.
Stuffing.
Sweet potatoes,
Balls.
like mashed sweet potatoes.
Mashed sweet
Or
potatoes.
not the full ones. Yeah, like casserole. Casserole. I'm sorry, said it wrong. Sweet potato casserole.
Mashed potatoes.
Agreed. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Nick.
When you say candy yams, you mean like the sweet potatoes with like the marshmallows and shit? Okay, those are amazing too. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving. That's the
Black
rundown.
Friday, 20% off the whole store. This is the last
Sprout
rundown
sweatshirt.
yeah.
Jody
before-
Sprout sweatshirt.
Loki. I think
Support us.
Please.
We need it.
that's the rundown.